Can you hear us now?
YOLO.
Hello?
Hello?
No sound. They can't hear us. Wait, we gotta back out. I'll do it again.
Wait, yes, they can hear us.
Wait, they can hear us? You can hear us now?
Sound, yes.
Yay.
Just yes.
The only thing that sucks is that it's just gonna be bad audio.
Unfortunately, sorry.
Okay, so,
Hold on.
welcome.
Because I turn on.
We are cooking liver and onions. I hope you enjoy. It's Savannah's first time. It's a family tradition of mine. I think that we don't eat enough organ meats anymore. I think they're very good for you. So I'm going to show you how to eat some liver. All right. That is the flour.
It's in there.
Grab it.
See? Thank you. Somebody said, ew. Liver? They said,
I know. They
said liver. Poor Savannah.
When I was younger, I didn't like it, but I swear to you, if it's cooked right, it's good.
See? A lot of people don't
It's
love
good.
liver.
It's good. Don't give her a reason not to eat her organs.
I'm not happy.
She's not happy. It's so good, Savannah. Don't be like that. You will like it. You will like it. I promise.
Our cooking problem. No, I need that pan.
Well, I need this
For my
pan.
cobbler.
I'm just going to do flour in it. It's not a big deal. Where's my flour at?
In there.
Dude, you're not going to help out. Rude.
Thank you, Erica Rose. And they said, I just want to say that I'm very jealous that I cannot be there to snuggle in a particular bundle of love that is Preacher. He doesn't really cuddle that much. You guys can just
me.
hop on my head.
He totally will cuddle with me in a heartbeat. Okay. So,
How about cow's tongue? Ew.
as many of you know, this is what I use because I am celiac and I cannot eat.
Why are you talking in such a serious manner? You're just like, can't eat gluten.
Savannah, you better stop judging me.
I can't either.
You're judging.
It's your tea. Make sure it doesn't get mixed up with mine.
Rude. What? You are not making any good look for yourself by being sassy with
I'm not being mean. I'm just letting you know I don't want them to get mixed
people
up.
like it when you're respectful, not when you're sassy.
Sassy. Virus and threat protection.
Oh, I really like the way that closed. That was nice. I don't know what that is. That's a new resealing thing. Ooh, it's Velcro. Very nice. All right.
Hello from North Carolina.
No, you don't get to talk like that. Sassy breath. Okay.
I can talk how I want.
And so we're going to put in Lowry's seasoned salt, garlic salt, and sugar. You get down, you bad dog. Get down, Gina. You're a bad dog. You better get right down. One.
I don't have a Scotland accent.
No.
Scotland. A Scotland accent.
No.
I don't have it. No, sorry.
No.
Mom, what would a Scotland accent sound like?
I have no idea.
Man.
No idea.
Ew. Smothered in gravy.
That's right. Smothered in gravy. Smothered in gravy. What I find is the problem is if it's undercooked, like liver basically needs to be like almost like overcooked for me to like it. I don't like the irony kind of bloody taste. So I really like cook it very nice. And you have to have a really flavorful crust on it. And then you smother it with the gravy and it's bomb diggity with the onions on top.
Did you get your cookbooks? No.
So the cookbook that Savannah is using is really cool. There was a local bakery, and unfortunately they shut down, but they had the best gluten-free food I've ever had in my life. And that's her cookbook that she's using to make her
blueberry cobbler. Okay, thank you. Erica Rose said, I recommend you guys watch Exotic. She reminds me of you guys.
Right on.
Let me see.
You know what? I actually like that better than the plastic tab that they put on. You try to pull it off and it never comes off, and you have to like stab it and then it poofs back up in your face. Yeah.
Oh, she's got animals. Interesting.
Judgy Savannah at again. Look at her judgy.
No.
We should like lower it a little bit so that they can see you. Look at that face. Cutie patootie.
Oh, no.
Okay, we need our sugar.
The dog.
Savannah, your Spanish word of the day. Azúcar. Sugar.
Azúcar. All right. What is your name in Spanish? Savannah.
Savannah. That's right. Gina, no ma'am.
Mom's is
down.
something
Now.
else.
Gina, down. I'm coming for you. You. Stay down.
Adriana.
No.
Thank you, Julie Bartolotto. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. They said, can dogs sense if you're a good person? Opinion, question mark.
I think that they can sense if you have good intentions. I don't know if they can sense if you're a good person or not. I think it needs to be raised just a little bit because my head is now cut off. Oh. Giovanni's getting it.
Giovanni, you leave your sister alone.
What is it with you and your weird accent? She's in a mood, y'all. I'm telling you, she is sassy today. Sassy at 1,000%.
I'm not making cherry cobbler. I'm making
Blueberry cobbler.
blueberry. My hair coloring stuff, the little chalk cherry, it's in my bathroom right now.
Oh,
I took a break for a little while because
He just what? All right, we'll go get it.
Okay. I took a break from using it for a little while. So I went a little wild on the hair colors. I was like,
she wore it so much.
It was starting to ruin the ends of my hair.
Yeah, she like had to take a conditioning break because she's been working hard to get it long. But yeah, she loves it. Loves it. I love it because she gets to experience having the colored hair without the damaging effects on her hair, and she can just wash it out. You know what I mean? So she gets to have her fun while also being responsible.
You bad dogs do. Well, we were gone. So Trinity was cuddling with me on the couch.
Yeah.
And she was just smothering me in kisses.
Really?
Yes. So sweet.
So one of the things that I'm going to try today that I've never tried to do before is I'm actually going to try to make a gravy out of this flour.
What?
I don't know if it'll work or not. I do have, as a backup, I have these. If you do need gluten-free, country gravy mix, this one right here is the best.
The best.
Very nice. So, but I'm going to try to make it on my own without that this time. All right, Savannah will get to all of your questions.
Start listening, guys.
No, not that good.
Thank you, Shannon. And you said, how do you stop dogs from jumping on you?
That's a tough one. What I basically do is I will move them over. Like whenever they jump on, I'll kind of like avoid it, and I'll be like, "No, bad dog." Like I try to be very clear that it's bad. If they continue to do it, then I'll put them into a submissive posture, make them stay there until they're calm. But the best thing to do is for the individual. Like if it's your dog, then I understand. You just got to work on it. But if it's somebody else's dog, the best thing for them to do is to teach the dog not to greet people at the door, to go sit and wait and be calm and wait to be allowed to approach the person. And then you can monitor the level of excitement that they don't do that. But it's something that all dogs have to learn to do. Even my dogs are known to do it. It's something that that we have to, obviously be very careful about. And then, of course, there's always, like, I think people in general, like, especially if you have a big dog, people have a habit of, like, wanting the dog to kind of jump up on them to show how big the dog is. You have to kind of refrain from doing that because it's difficult to teach a dog when to do it and when not to do it, especially if they have a proclivity for it.
Terry Davis, you are never too old to dye your hair. She said, I wish I could color my hair, but I'm too old.
I told Savannah.
She's going to dye her hair.
I told Savannah.
Hey, put it.
You guys, I've never been able to keep like really bright colors in my hair because my hair is dark. And so in order to get my hair to be light enough to have like really bright colors, I have to damage it to the point that it's dead. But I told Savannah, when all my hair is nice and gray, that's when I'm going to do those colors. I'm going to be the grandma rocking like the crazy neons.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric Rose. Again, they said, I found out why Connie Corsos chew on blankets. They do it when they're anxious or bored.
Yeah.
I think a lot of those do that.
Mine just do it.
Scout is still here. He'll be going. We'll find you.
I did get an email from the lady that I was talking to about him today, but I didn't get a chance to look at it yet because I've been so busy. So I need to look at that. But as long as she's going to take him, then he's still good to go. If for whatever reason she's not, then I'll let you guys know for sure. Dude, you guys better be quiet. Giovanni. What?
Unfortunately, a lot of people do that. They said, I sent you a message on your Instagram about some people or some Corso breeders using your old logo creature for their own kennel. Didn't want to start drama, but just wanted you to know.
Okay. I appreciate that.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, a lot of people do it, unfortunately.
It's even whenever you search up like Corso logo creatures, like your logo.
Yeah. There's apparently. Yeah.
Hey, wait!
There's a company that is selling my logo online. And the problem is like, I don't know how to handle that because a lot of these companies are like overseas. And I don't make enough money to file a lawsuit against them or anything like that. So I don't know what, okay. I don't know what to do about it. I try to get local ones when I see it. I say something. The best thing to do, honestly, is for you guys.
No, I can't walk over there.
When you guys see it, is to say something. Like make sure that they know they can't get away with it. Because legally, I'm not at a. There's nothing really I can do about it. Okay.
I'll answer questions in a second. Hang on for this.
Yeah, the dogs are going crazy. Now that we're filming, of course, as usual, they'll settle down in a bit. It's because we can't. It's because we're concentrating on you guys. And they're like, she's not paying attention! Yay, party! Almost. Pardon?
Here, you read off some questions because I'm going to grab them off.
Good night. All right.
What's your thoughts on Corso's being a therapy dog?
See, you have the phone. What do you mean?
Yes, I know, but I have to go get the mop. That's why. Oh wait.
No. back there. Please.
Oh, I know. Hold on.
I got it. He's pushing the thingy.
Wait.
Made Savannah mad.
What?
With lashes full
What happened?
Oh my gosh. Dude, there's an ad.
Yeah, there's an ad
and coat from CoverGirl.
I didn't know they did that.
And coat from CoverGirl.
It's not. Oh, I guess it is. I need to pause it and go down to the chats. Figure out. No, I shouldn't have paused it. I should have just turned the volume down.
I don't know what I'm doing. Calm down.
All right. So
Cashmere, quiet down.
I haven't named the new girl yet. I guess I'm so concerned with like getting her back on her feet and healthy that it hasn't occurred to me to name her yet. It's more in my nature to get her well and get her back on track than it is to, be trying to figure out a name for some reason. Oh, righty. Who will Batista breed with? I don't know. Probably most of my females. He's not related to any of them. So, yeah. We'll see what we can get. Let's see. Which one of my dogs, besides Preacher, do I think is the most eager to work and train? I would say Admiral, maybe. Yeah, definitely Admiral. He's a very eager puppy. He's got a lot of energy. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a nice little worker. I'm very soon going to be getting him into the shows. I went to a handling class on last Wednesday, and I took Preacher well, and it took us a minute to get it together, and we learned a whole lot. But yeah, so I'm pretty confident that I can go out and do what I need to do. But I'm also going to take a couple more of my dogs just before I take them to the shows, because I feel like it's a really great learning experience for them before they go. Quit. How can you stop a Corso, or pardon me, well, how do you stop a puppy from play nipping at a toddler and small kids when they're playing? That's just one of those things where what I'll do is I will do what Cashmere does. So she takes her mouth and goes over the muzzle. So I do that, and then I take my index finger and I just point to the nose, and I'm like, no bite, no bite. And
He's like, hello.
And then I'll put them in submissive posture if they don't chill out. You know what I mean? If they don't get the point, if they try to bite back or whatever it is, I'll put them in submissive posture until they chill. And normally after that, they don't want none. They're just like, whatever. But it's also really important that you monitor the play with your kids, because kids, their hand movements. I recently did a video on the couch where Savannah was like literally instigating bite type play out of Velocity. So it's very important that you watch your kids and make sure that they are also minding their manners to ensure that nobody is getting in trouble for, you know what I mean.
Let's see. How do you teach your dogs down all the way?
I will, as far as like the verbal, like it's more like I tell them to get down, and then they do this like halfway down like thing, and so I'm like all the way. And if they don't listen, then I take my hand and I gently push the head down so that they understand I want you to lay all the way down. I'm very hands-on with my dogs. I use my hands to teach them everything. If I'm teaching them to sit, I use my hands. If I'm teaching them to lay down, I use my hands. If I'm teaching them to stay, I use my hand as a barrier. You know what I mean? So I'm very, communicative like that. Hey, Blondie, quit it. Psh, Belladonna, quit. Psh. Gina, you better calm down. Shh. Gina, no. Gina, no.
Somebody said, Tell your daughter to get the cat out of the video. I know he's cute.
No.
Hee
No. No, Gina. No. No. Go.
hee.
Go. Quit. Quit, Gina. That's why Kashmir was supposed to be hunting.
I have not chosen a name yet for my channel. Ow! You scratched me, cat. Urgh. He lovingly scratches me. He bites, but like not on purpose, not like mean.
Hey, don't put him up on the counter when I'm cooking.
He's okay. He's like not doing
Really,
anything.
Savannah?
He's not interested in your food. Liver is not for cats.
Yeah, when you get a hair in your food, I don't want to hear it.
Mom, there's a hair in my food. Let's see. Is it too young for an American bully to go into heat at 9 months?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Typically, they actually go into heat anywhere between 6 to 9 months.
Email to breed with Giovanni. No.
No,
You don't breed
breed
colored
dilutes to dilutes.
I guess it's diluted down. See, somebody said stirred up with Savannah and Blondie. Terry Davis said that. I'm 14. Let's see. Let's find some questions.
Virtual out.
Watching the videos and reason for saying. Gina, the cat isn't in the way. Get over yourself. Whoa. What about bringing the heat? Bringing the heat with Savannah. Hi, Rachel. Wanted to know, how do you keep a male from marking in the house?
You get onto him for it. You put him on a leash, and every time that he tries to, as soon as he tries to hike that leg up, you immediately put him in the submissive posture. I mean, you do it quick. You're just a flip. No. You let him know. Don't you ever try to pee in my house again.
I had a nice summer. I have officially finished like 10 series of different animes and halfway through a couple of them. I think that short series is, but like overall.
This is harder to tell because it's not as finely ground sugar. It's a little bit of a thicker granule, larger granule, and therefore doesn't blend quite as easily. And so it's hard to know.
Hey, you guys! Overall, had a great summer. Excited for school though too. Let's see.
We have 4 puppies over there that are anywhere between 2 3-month-olds that are litter mates, and a 4-month-old and a 5-month-old. So as you can imagine, things get rowdy.
We don't keep all of our dogs in crates at night.
Nope.
Oh gosh, cat! No.
Cat, bad cat.
Why do you have to be like that, cat? Why do you gotta be like every cat? Take him.
He jumped on the computer. You jumped on the computer.
Whoa, Dorito, let's calm down there. Language, there's children. I get you want to compliment my mom, but let's calm down. All right.
He's a lot more tolerant of me. He's so cute. You should just move the computer back.
The computer? I'm just kidding. I don't want to move it too far back because I'm. Hey!
Quit.
Giovanni!
Trinity! You can quit it, brother, sister, feuds. Savannah, you gotta not yell so loud. You're like
I've gotta let him
starting to
know.
hurt my ears. You are like intense today. Can I just say that? Like, whoa. Holy cow, y'all. Watch out. Let me see. My big old fat head is in the way now.
I need to get the haircut. Ma.
There we go.
School starts on the, what did I say, the 20th? No.
There we
School
go.
starts on the 19th, everybody.
I was hoping that I could get y'all some video of the dogs, but it doesn't look like it.
School starts on the 19th. 10 days. Let's get it. Let's see.
All right. Let's do it.
Thank you. I think, is that Alicia or Alicia? Alicia? Eliza? Don't know. How do you correct / deal with hyperaggression? And thank you for the
Y'all better quit. Don't let them get hyper. Really important not to keep your energy level low, to teach them to be calm and chill. As soon as they start to get amped up, you immediately bring it down before they get to that point. Very important.
Connor said, Rachel, have you seen any new video ideas brought to you by the Corso hate group?
Not lately. I haven't been on there in a while. I had to take a break.
You guys!
Hold on. Trinity's over there beating up her brother. Trinity! Leave your brother alone. Get over here now. Come here. Get over here. You better quit it. You hear me? You better chill out. Behave yourself. Behave.
Oh.
And you too, Giovanni. No.
Alicia.
All of you behave.
Thank you, Michelle
Batista.
P. Happy to see you guys. I was at the vet today in Mayasi, and someone asked where I had my dog trained. I say, girl, you need to watch Senza Tempo Cane Corso. Consistency. Thank you for the donation. Mom will be here in a second. Because we are living in the material world, and I am a material girl.
Stop. Stop. You need to chill out.
Whoa, Blair! Don't be so loud.
She's mad.
About what? I'm going to be making my own channel soon. You better not step on this. No. 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 Punk. My favorite dog besides Blondie? I don't have one. Sorry. I mean, I love all the dogs, but Blondie is just my favorite. Gosh.
I cannot believe she let me do that.
Oh, she let you carry her?
Yeah, she would have pieced me up for trying to carry her over them dogs. Can't believe I think the only reason she let me do it is because of Falcor's out here. So this is Blair.
Our cats don't get disciplined. They don't do anything wrong. I mean, they knock stuff over sometimes, so it's something crazy. Meow. Do you see her?
It's okay.
Oh, she's licking. She's like, what's going on over there? Thank you, Michelle. Better put that cat in submissive posture. Boom! Got him. Ow, don't scratch me.
Dude, that poor cat. What did your kitty?
Face. He's like, oh my god, what'd she do to me? We had a bunch of people that donated.
Awesome, thank you guys.
What are your plans for breeding Blondie and Velocity? Do you have any males in mind for them?
I'm breeding Blondie to Achilles from Valencia, Cane Corso, and I'm probably gonna breed Velocity to either a stud nearby, or I may even do. But I don't know if Batista's ready, but I may actually do a Batista breeding because I already did his health testing. So just depends. see.
This Michelle donated earlier, and she said, "Happy to see you guys. I was at the vet today with my Aussie and Simone. Someone asked where I had my dogs trained. I said, girl, you need to watch Senza Tempo Grande Corso.
Oh, that's awesome.
Consistency.
There you go. Consistency is key. There you go.
I need to take a shower. My hair's greasy. Anyways.
Yeah, cochina.
Somebody said, love your makeup, Rachel.
Thank you. Okay.
How do you think
this is good?
The queen.
That's very nice.
How do you think the queen will react to other pregnant females in the pack?
How will what?
How do you think the queen will react to other females or pregnant?
She'll be fine. Females typically don't. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, don't get me wrong. They are still. I have never found a female to specifically target other females for being pregnant.
Somebody said, hey, Rachel, can you donate your hair so I can use it as a weave?
Oh, my gosh. No. I'm not me without my hair, y'all. Believe me, I've done it. I got hair extensions. I was so sad.
I took them.
She did. She stole them.
And then I put them over my own hair. I'm pretty sure there's a video where I have it over my own hair, too.
What?
Yep, up the stairs into your room while you were doing your video. And I was like, ah. And I had it over my hair, so it looked like I had black hair.
Oh, I think I do remember that.
Yeah.
That was at the other house.
Why is that deleted?
Right?
Yeah, it was. I guess that person's gonna. We do not declaw our cats.
No.
No. Is there any chance
We
casual?
wear our scratches with pride.
No. Jesus, the back.
Blair is finally getting to like walk around in peace. She's like loving this. Like she's like, oh, I see. They can't come over here. She's like thinking, hey, get out of it. No, you're a bad cat. Get out of here.
Not even dollars.
This
Is
cat
enough.
So freaking hysterical. He's so fat. He's not actually fat.
He's not. It's just fur.
He just looks fat. He's really not.
Hey, no, Mama, they're trying to get there.
No.
Preacher, you can't even buy Preacher for $1 trillion. No. Sorry.
No.
Mom does naturally. Who the cat went in the cabinet? Anyways, they said, Rachel, do you straighten your hair or is it naturally straight?
I straighten it.
But at the moment, her hair, she can't seem to get it curly either. Like she can curl it, but she can't naturally get it curly.
I was having like really bad hair days because of it. Because it would just be frizzy and I got tired of it. And I realized that I didn't have the patience. And when my hair wasn't done, like I don't feel like I can go anywhere and do anything, you know? So I had like this like frizz bomb and I was like, nah. Like I'm just gonna go, like I used to love my hair. And then I was doing the curly thing and there would be days when I really liked it and certain curls that I really loved. But for the most part, I was like, oh, I can't do it. I would have to cut off all my hair and start over again.
They're spazzing because you're holding them wrong. You got to support their back paws, otherwise they feel like they're falling.
That is probably true.
She donated to say that to you.
I will admit I am more of a dog person. And I do love my cats, don't get me wrong. And they love me, but they don't get really Blair. But our bond is not necessarily as clear.
Mom's hair is not black as a tribute to Preacher. Mom's hair is black because...
It's been black forever.
Not really.
It's been black since I was like 14.
Wait, really? You dyed your hair at 14?
Yeah.
What am I doing?
I was allowed to dye my hair colors that were natural.
Why can't I?
And black was natural.
Why can't I?
What?
Why can't I get my
Beautiful hair.
I wanted more
And
blonde.
there's no reason to ruin it when you can use chalk.
No, I wanted more blonde.
I literally gave you, I did let you do that.
No, well, yeah.
We got you highlights.
2 years for my birthday, and they didn't do it right. They did like the streaks of blonde. They're like, here's a streak of blonde here, a streak of blonde there, a streak of blonde here. Because they said.
Okay, all I'm saying is I will help you, Savannah. I will get your hair lightened if that's what you want, but I'm just saying that I'm not going to let you.
I want to look like Madonna.
I'm not going to let you color your hair black.
No, I didn't say
Like,
I
I'm
wanted
not
it black.
That's not
I don't want it black, okay? Black
my
doesn't
hair was already
suit
like
me.
really dark brown. It was nothing for my hair to go black.
It doesn't. Black hair wouldn't suit me anyways, okay?
That's right.
All right.
Don't you forget it.
All right, because I don't even want to go with. Hey, stop!
Really, dude? Come on now. Stop being dramatic.
What? I'm not.
That's super dramatic.
I'm just reading over
That
them.
was really annoying.
I'm just reading over the comments.
That was
And I
bad.
just so happened to be making the noise as I was doing it.
No, not cool. Savannah. Bro, let it go. Let it go. There's some, like, rust.
Thank you, Jordan, for the donation. They said, I want a Connie Corso so bad. Are they good with Huskies? And is it okay to have a girl dog in one house? Or to have 2 girl dogs in one house?
So, I know my best friend Reese. She used to breed Huskies and has Huskies around Corso, and it's fine. I don't know. I mean, anytime you're dealing with like the same gender, you're always going to have a risk of some issues. Having said that, you guys, if you're looking for a gorgeous fawn puppy right now, I mean gorgeous dog, Reese over at Valencia Cane Corso has a beautiful, gorgeous fawn male for $3,000. That's her first pick male. $3,000. That's $500 less than what I charge for my first big males. And her female is a champion, so it's not like thank
you,
like
David S.
different. You know what I mean? Like I charge that much for my champions. Savannah,
What? Yeah.
are you watching the questions?
Yes, I was saying thank you, David S. for donating.
Cool.
Let's see.
So I just realized
Shiva? That's nice. Anyways.
that my liver is not.
Oh, God. Oh, gosh. Somebody said, Savannah, you should dye your hair without your mom knowing. Well, maybe not. You might get put in submissive posture.
That's right. That's right. I will literally tackle her as she comes in. She knows it.
I'd be in so much trouble. If I walked in this house with, like, blue hair, like, what did you... She would just... Oh, my gosh. I'd be in trouble. That's like, I would much rather ask for a colored wig, to even dare to ask, like, can I dye my hair? It's like, no. It took a lot out of me to ask her, like, to be like, well, because we were at the salon, and I was like, maybe we could, like, get it lightened or something? And then you were like, I guess it's your birthday, so we'll do it.
I don't care if she wants to get, like, basically to enhance
The color.
what she already has. What I didn't want, I don't know what's underneath there cooking. What I didn't want is for her to just like start a process of destroying her beautiful hair.
It's not destroyed. They didn't even let me do it this
I
time.
mean, you really have very beautiful hair. There's really no you have there have been people that have told her this before, that her color of hair is the color that a lot of people come in and ask for their hair to be styled like.
I just wanted it lighter because I always stay inside all day. They didn't let me lighten it last time. They told us that it was a bad idea because my hair was very, what is it right now? It's damaged because I did like teased
She
it.
kept doing these crazy buns.
Like space buns in my hair. Take it from me, Savannah. Don't go lighter with your hair until you absolutely have to. Lifting color is so much more damaging than depositing color like your mom does. Let's see. How does a female dog period work? Well, it's called a heat, and it works just pretty, I guess, similar than a woman's, other than theirs.
No, not very similar.
Well, I mean, theirs lasts for a month rather than other ones. But, yeah.
So the female goes into a period of what they call estrus. Estrus? I think that's correct. And during that period, she's only actually able to conceive for like a very, short part of that. And so there are words, like I think it's like ovulating. So she needs to be actually ovulating. Really, bruh?
Show the camera to her. Reese, that's what you're getting.
Is she on? Is Reese on?
I don't know. But
That's her. She's pumped.
What a baby. Thank you, Michelle. She said, I have jokingly threatened my boys with submissive posture.
Tell you what. Trinity, no. Don't you dare try to do that. No. You do it, girl. Okay. So.
Oh, Reese is here.
Reese!
She said, I'm here cooking as well.
Oh, yay.
One day you guys will get to cook in a Tennessee kitchen together. You'll make like a big dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting it.
Isn't it funny how today it's like cooking with kittens instead? Because the cats are like in the background, like lounging around.
Favorite anime? Mine is.
No. You better stay put.
I have to think about that one.
My eggs.
It's an important decision to make.
And I'm actually going to use a little bit of this.
Reese. Somebody asked Reese if she was going to make a channel in the future.
I've been trying to get her to do it, but she's too damn shy. Damn it, sorry.
Language! You used two bad words in one.
I'm so sorry. We're supposed to be family friendly. Please forgive me. I told her to make a channel, but she's very shy.
Ow! Sense of Tempo's Blackout. Wow, that'd be pretty cool.
What's Blackout? What's that about?
Nothing. I'm just saying we could name her Sense of Tempo's Blackout, like for her show name.
Who?
The new girl.
Female? Oh.
Sense of Tempo's Blackout.
It's very nice. It
wasn't my idea.
No, Blair.
It was not my idea.
Blair.
It was Anna.
Blair is such. Okay, so potatoes. You better quit it. Trinity. She keeps trying to push through. She's a big old bully. And not in the breed sense of the word. Where's the potatoes?
Did you know?
Where are my potatoes?
Where is she going to put
Seriously, I bought potatoes earlier. My potatoes! Oh gosh.
What
That's
was-
lovely. Will you please clean that up?
Yeah.
Next time, please don't put that in there without a lid on it.
I didn't know what the lid was.
I know, but you could use foil, anything.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Hold on. Let me find something for it. How much is down there?
A lot.
Okay, I got it. Okay. No, Giovanni, don't look at that. Don't do that.
Dude, I have it all over my. You almost fell. That's funny.
Yeah, no, wait,
Into the cupboard and it fell out and spilled all over the floor.
It's okay. I'm allowed to make mistakes. She's like, I'm a teenager. I can do what I want. No. Who's Blair? I think she's in cupboards.
Oh God, hold on.
Did you trap her?
Yeah, so you're gonna have to mop over there, girl.
I know.
Oh my God. Get out of there, Blair. Come on, crazy lady.
Help me.
Get out. Blair, come on.
Meow.
Come on.
Meow.
Woman, you don't get to be like that after you're meowing and all that.
She's like, no, I want it to be open.
Yeah, she's like, I want to be in here, just don't shut it.
Just don't shut it, okay?
Yeah. Okay, so back to what I'm doing.
You had to get potatoes and things.
This is really how things go here. Honestly, this is very realistic for us.
Yeah.
There's always things going on. It's never a dull
I
moment.
always mess up stuff. Yeah.
We all do. The cat is licking my toes. He likes the olive oil. Yep. It's the weirdest feeling. Oh my God, both those little cats are like licking my feet because I I just rubbed it in. I figured, well, I wiped it off with a paper towel and then rubbed it in and figured it would be fine. Okay, so no, you can't go in there. Let's go. All right. Potatoes in here. That's how we'll rinse them and get them ready.
I'll have you know that I like mashed potatoes.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep. I'll have you know. Do you have a tattoo of any of the dogs?
Nope.
You should.
Someday.
Over the rainbow.
Come on now.
Ooh, Gina got stung by a bug today. I don't know if it was a bee. A bee? Or
Was it a bee? I'm losing the battle from the bees and the wasps. It's a very tough battle. You can't just get out there with wasp spray even. Like, there's no telling where they all live. So it's like a waste of time.
They said, what's the point of Falcor having thumbs if you can't open the cupboard? You guys get out of it.
You probably could if I gave them enough time. My tater. All right, I need a sharper knife and a cut. Where's my cutting board at? Should be cutting. What did you do with it, Savannah?
I just cleaned it.
Okay. Sweet. Here we go. Move this off. Water's actually looking pretty dang good. All right. Watch our cats. That's a horrible knife. Absolutely useless. Where's a paring knife when you need one?
I want the same hair color that Madonna does in that one video.
Oh my god. She wants the white hair, y'all.
No, not the white hair.
The 80s
No,
white hair.
I'm not talking about the white
The
hair.
80s
I'm talking
blondes.
about the one from let's see,
You're talking about where it's like blonde on top and like black,
No.
like brown on the bottom?
No, it's not.
Sitting there looking at cute, like, cutie Falcor.
And I am a material girl. Oh, yeah.
Hannah, answer questions and stop worrying about your hair.
I'm not.
This is about them getting their questions answered, not you figure out what color you want your hair to be.
I'm figuring this out. Anyways. How do you judge a dog training, Eric? Do you mind, or? Anyways. Hey, Rachel, how do you prevent two unaltered males from fighting? Unaltered?
You don't allow competition. You monitor them closely. Anytime you see disrespect between them, you correct the dog that is disrespectful and put them in a submissive posture in a way that they understand that behavior is unacceptable. And then you don't leave them out alone together. Every time they're around each other, you need to be monitoring them.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you explain the first pick and second pick and so on?
Sure. So first pick is basically you get first pick of the puppies that are of the same gender. So if you got first pick male, then you get to choose first of which male that you want. It doesn't come with any special rights or any special privileges other than choose first. Somebody that is looking for a show prospect and they want our opinion on it, we're more than happy to give it. But ultimately, it is up to the individual which.
Thank you. Said Rachel, name the new puppy Sephora. Pretty please.
Sephora, like the beauty channel.
Sephora.
Yeah.
The beauty store, and that's the one I was talking about, Mom. Right there. That one.
What?
That one. Look.
That's the color your hair is now.
No, that's lighter. Anyways, somebody said yes, Sephora. I don't know, it's a bit of an odd name. I just I don't. Anyways, whatever. I'm gonna name her.
Nah.
Let's see. How do I help my 2-year-old Doberman stay calm on walk/outside? He's just so excited. Pulls badly on leash.
You're going to have to get a leash where you can't pull. You're going to have to go out into a field and work on your leash training.
Oh my god, that cat.
Without using manners and behavior on a walk, because it's like you're going somewhere. And there's an expectation that you're going to keep moving and go see things and do things, and that excites the dog. And so it's already complicates something that really is going to be complicated on its own. So the best thing to do is to go somewhere like a field, like an open field. You can find someplace like that with your dog, and to teach them how to obey, how to have good manners on the walk. And you do that by walking erratically to some degree. Like you're going to walk straight, and then maybe you take a left, and then maybe you take a right. And you want to be to where the dog doesn't know which way you're going, and they can't anticipate the way you're going. That way they actually have to start paying attention to you. And so there are things that you can do, but like I said, it's imperative that no matter what style of training that you use to teach those commands, because there are many and they are effective. I mean, people try to pretend like there's only one way to teach a dog to sit, but that's not true. And so you need to find a way that works for you, but you need to do it in a place where the dog can concentrate on you. Quit, Belladonna. And in a way that you are both successful. That's how you do that. And you just go out and you have high expectations. You go out and do 15 minutes a day, and the dog will typically, they might have a bit of an attitude initially. They might not want to work for you, and you know what, that's fine. You just keep working with them until you get like a positive reaction, and that's whenever you let them go. Is you end on a positive note. Shh, I'm gonna quit. Trinity. Tell you what, man, that dog's a handful.
What's your favorite season?
Fall.
Ooh, so are you excited for fall?
Very. I love fall. Just the thought of fall makes me happy. What's funny is that I'm not in a relationship, but in my mind, I always imagine being in a happy relationship and like it being cold and us having our little coats and we're like cuddled together and we're like doing stuff, shop for the family. Like in my mind, someday that'll happen.
That's like, the holiday season in general is just a very fun time.
I do. I love the holiday season. I love the fall. And I love holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a winter person, not a summer person.
Like a winter fall. You just said fall, but yeah.
Get back.
Michelle, look at that cat. Oh, wait.
Okay, so I've got my taters in the water.
Wait.
No, you hold on.
Dude, somebody donated.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, Michelle P., for the donation. It said, I have a strong preference for prong collars for corrections. Less pressure to wide if they pull. What made you decide on the choke collar? In case I missed something, when I made my decision.
So the reason why I went with the choke collar initially was just because I honestly the prong collar looked too complicated to me. I am go to the thing. I want to be able to watch it. I am like self-taught. I've not formally trained on how to work with dogs. It's kind of like people that like got a guitar but were never taught how to play guitar, and so they play it and they might play it well, but sometimes like they make up their own notes and stuff like that. It's kind of a modified their own version of things, and I have a tendency to do that. And as I go and I get in touch with people that are more formally trained, I learn from them as well. So I think that it's a combination of taking a natural talent and then merging it with the professional kind of ways of doing things. So anyway, so that's what worked for me. me personally. I will admit that I had never learned how to use, any collars. And so I am guilty of using like a choke collar the wrong way, but it never stopped me from being effective with the collar the same way. I just held the collar down farther to compensate for the fact that it wasn't on correctly. So I learned that through this channel, people like telling me. And like I said, I'm just a girl with some dogs, or was when I was growing up. And I didn't have that. So it's good to know it, but it never stopped me from doing what I needed to do and getting the results I needed to get, obviously, because I used them. And so anyway, but knowing that now helps me to be more effective. So without as much effort, which I think is the good thing, because before I was having to use more effort. So the prong collar, while I do understand how to use that, because I actually Googled it before I ever used one, and I did find it to be effective, I still liked the choke collars better, just for me personally, and also because I felt like people reacted less to them. Like when you have a prong collar on, people it kind of triggers them, and I didn't like that. It was annoying to me, and I don't handle that kind of commentary very well. So I found that the choke collar, people just don't react the same way. So that's why I like it, and like I said, it's effective.
Zelda and Toby the Chows asked, what are your thoughts on the breed Chow Chow? And they paid for that question.
Yeah, I had a Chow growing up. They're pretty serious dogs. You have to, just like any large breed protection type dog, you need to mind all the same manners about them. But I think they're very pretty. Like I said, we had them growing up that had a black tongue. So this is what I'm going to use along with eggs to do the
I need that
batter.
too, right?
What?
I needed
Yeah, you need some, but you don't need that much.
Hey, don't chew on that bad cat.
Bad cat? All right, so I'm going to...
Somebody earlier said name her Chinchilla. Chinchilla is a very unique name, only for the most unique fluffy puppies.
We're going to put an ample amount of sal.
You doing, cat?
Sal. That's your second Spanish word of the day.
Sal?
Sal.
Sal? Sal?
Okay.
Because we are mad.
Somebody complimented me on my Spanish. They said my Spanish was getting good. Oh no, I melted my cutting board.
What?
Oh
no.
It was too close. Oh, now I got it all over my knife. That's not smart. Sometimes I'm smart, sometimes I'm not. So then you took out one, and I took out one. We burn things over here.
Mm-hmm.
So
they said. So is it Dea or is it Dia? How is it the
came right off.
Italian goddess?
Very nice. What?
Is it Dea or is it Dia, the Italian goddess or Italian for goddess?
I don't know.
Dea.
I know that I looked at like Knox.
Dea.
That's one I think.
Wait, what? The cat's drinking? Oh no, he was just drinking the. There's literally video of him eating the batter and drinking your sweet tea.
Are you serious?
Yes, we didn't know.
You're a bad cat. You're a bad cat. Bad cat.
Oh man. Let's see if I can get that.
Bad cat. Bad cat. You're bad. Okay. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'm not going to make all new batter.
Yeah.
So those of you that are grossed out, you're just going to have to get over it.
Little ninja cats. And, yeah. So it's Dea, like Dea. That's a nice name, Dea, for a goddess in Italian. Dea. Reminds me of the Bea. Bea. What does that even mean?
Beautiful. Y'all better quit it. Dude, rude. Very mean. Aggressive.
We're all animal lovers here, no problem sharing.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. I do draw my limit That when my dogs stick their tongue in my coffee, it's like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. But my cat's like, whatever, dude.
They just got little tongues and they little delicate little Kit Kats. Adorable. Where's my headband?
Oh.
She's like, I'm not myself without my headband. Give me my headband.
Let's see.
What in the heck?
This person needs to calm
What
down.
on God's green earth just happened
What?
to my mixture? Did some kind of food product thing happen that I was unaware of? I think it did. I think I just made like custard.
What?
Yeah, I did. I just made some type of custard.
Yeah, eggs and buttercream.
Yeah, that's not what I intended to do. We're gonna start over. That does not work.
Oh, it wouldn't be buttercream. What is that?
So I've never tried to make that before, and I will never try.
What's
to make
that,
it
buttermilk?
again. Well, I figured because you need buttermilk, but you don't need that much. So I figured I would use some. That way, it doesn't go to waste.
Weird.
But no, something happened scientifically that I don't understand quite yet that caused that reaction to take place. We're gonna start again this time. No buttermilk. Alright, we're all learning here. I've never tried it with buttermilk before, but Savannah needed some for cooking, so I figured I would buy some, or figured I would use some so it doesn't, we don't have like this leftover amount, but that did not work. Where's the paper towels? Over here. Alright.
So you don't need eggs when using buttermilk.
I thought I was gonna make it extra creamy, y'all. That's what I thought. I've used buttermilk before with like fried chicken, just buttermilk, but
What is your heritage?
mine,
Yeah.
Maltese. Amongst other things.
Somebody said, you know how to fix the recipe? You need to bring over Chef Giovanni. No,
Oh, God.
he's Prince Giovanni.
Okay. All right. Simple egg mixture done. We're gonna put up our ingredients that we're no longer using.
I don't follow that rule when I'm baking.
That way we
I make a
don't
mess.
overwhelm ourselves after we're done.
Big.
Savannah hasn't learned this yet.
No, I know.
There's oil all over the floor. Bad child. Bad child.
Blondie, look it up.
No, you're really gonna have to do a better job. You know that?
Yep.
Still not boiling. We need to put a lid on it.
Somebody said, what's your zodiac sign? I want to see if we're compatible.
Mine, I'm a Pisces.
My mom is a Pisces.
Actually, I'm a Pisces, Aquarius, cusp.
They asked what your middle name was, but that's like
I cannot tell you. What do you
Personal.
want? My bank account? Jeez Louise, bro.
personal information, okay?
Bro.
I can't even tell you my middle name.
Nope.
But I know my middle name. Let's see.
Okay.
Buttermilk is fermented and it reacts with protein and eggs and starts to cook them.
There you go. There's the science. I knew it. There was something scientific going on there. Thank you. See? Look at us all learning together. This is not the right lid, but I don't know what the lid is.
I don't know where the lid is.
So we'll try this. It wouldn't be a proper home cooking show if we had the right lid for everything, right? Come on.
Shut up, Velocity.
Savannah,
She's the
girl, who's your teenage attitude? Jeez, teen angst. You're a bad cat. I will switch out my tea.
Why?
Because it's liquidy. It's different.
What? Your tea is liquidy?
Yeah, it's liquidy. Therefore, shh, quiet. I just feel like him eating the flour is just kind of like whatever, right? Because when he licks it, it's going to get wet and it's going to stick to his tongue and it's going to lift up and leave like the dry parts, which are like not actually exposed to the tip of the tongue. So that's like a bit more sanitary, but the tea, no, it's got to go.
Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio are usually compatible. I'm Pisces. My partner of 60 years is a Scorpio.
Yeah, I dated a guy for 4 years that was a Scorpio. We got along really well.
They said my husband was drinking olive oil and water to pass a kidney stone.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty good. I took castor oil to try to get my daughter out.
What?
I don't recommend it.
You tried to like force me out fast.
Yes! I was like, out with you! One out, you're welcome. Leave! I'll pay rent.
I was kicking around in there.
You were very, very active. You were a very painful child to hold.
Lucky, no personal questions.
You would literally pate.
I was like, let's see.
I would have to just sit there and like hold her down. Dude, are there really no dog questions?
I'm waiting for
Like,
them.
really?
Let's see. What's
Y'all.
the new female dog?
Psh, y'all.
What's the new female dog personality like? Has she come out of her shell yet?
She's hard to read. I'll be
Yeah.
honest. She's very hard to read.
She gets excited sometimes, and then other times she gives you this look of like, don't look at me.
Yeah, she's a weird one. I haven't pegged her down yet, so I don't know. That's why I haven't named her yet. I don't know what's up with her. I don't find her to be like bad or anything like that, but she may be kind of like on Velocity's level where she doesn't always understand how to respond to the pack or the situations. We'll see. I don't know.
When Cashmere was younger, did you think about showing her?
Yes, I did.
Do you think she'll stand up better on her paws in a few months?
Yeah, she's already been getting better.
Let's see. How's Admiral?
He's great.
He looks
Awesome. Love him to pieces.
Somebody said, Tony Smith said, "Hey Rachel, looking good, honey."
You gotta be careful.
For Tony Smith. Anyways.
This is gonna take a while.
Any update on Velocity and Blondie's heat? No.
Really, guys? For what? For what? No. No. For what? Go lay down. Quit being punks.
No,
Go.
I
Psh, Trinity, stop it. There's nothing even over here. Quit.
No, I won't be keeping one of Blondie's puppies.
Calm down. Go. All of you.
What are you doing, Cat?
No. Belladonna. No, Trinity. Get your nose. Blair. She's so weird. If I start cooking these now, then these will be done too fast. But
Mom?
what I should do, and I almost forgot, and I used to always forget this, is you have to take a portion of your prepared flour and put it to the side for your gravy. That way your gravy tastes correct and doesn't have any lumps in it.
My mom doesn't have a husband, so I don't know why you would ask why we never see your husband anymore. She doesn't have a husband.
I never had a husband. Never been married.
Waiting.
I just didn't want to get divorced.
It's not a good reason to not get married.
Well, yeah, it is.
Really?
If you don't meet the right person.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm just saying, but like.
I haven't met the one yet.
Savannah,
So I haven't gotten married.
would you be breeding Blondie yourself when you live on your own? Nope. I don't know. It depends how old she is. If she's still a breeding dog by then. Signing up for that puppy job. Tom Smith did.
What? The puppy job?
No, he said sign me up for that hubby job. Oh gosh. At least streamer timed him out.
Oh gosh.
No, herb green. My mom does not just breed for money. She breeds for the betterment of the breed. Ooh. Beat it.
Just beat it.
Shh. Don't sing songs like that.
No,
You're
you
gonna get
don't.
copyright.
Beatrix. Every time I hear something like a phrase that goes with the song, I have to sing it.
How about Tamari from Naruto?
What about it?
Name
Tamari?
Tamari. I like it. And she's the girl with the. Let's see, I can show you.
I can tell you what I'm going to name the female that I'm getting from Valencia, Corso. Her name is going to be Atari.
Really? Why?
Because I wanted to name her Atari.
Okay. Tamari.
Come on, taters. Cheese.
This is Tamari. I think I kind of looked like her. She's got blue hair.
Did anyone ever tell you that a watch pot never boils?
Yeah. See, there, that's Tamari.
If I had a tighter fitting lid.
That's Tamari.
Oh.
I like Tamari.
She's very,
Tough. She's tough.
Tough.
She gets the Shikamaru. Shikamaru's got like the one ponytail up.
She has like the hurricane or
No,
whatever.
she's got the wind stuff.
Yeah, she does like a hurricane or a typhoon thing or something.
She has like a fan. She like goes,
Dude, I saw it. She took down.
She's the brother.
Or maybe it's like a tornado.
No, she's the sister of
Will you get back to answering questions?
Yes, she's the sister of that Gara.
She's the sister of Gara?
Yes.
I didn't know she was Gara's sister.
Her Tamari, Gara, and what's the one guy's name with he's got puppets?
I don't know his name, but I do know who he is.
They're all siblings.
What? Siblings? They're all siblings.
Yeah. Let me see.
I thought they were friends.
Siblings. No.
What? Dude,
See,
Gara?
yeah, they're all siblings.
Gara's awesome. I like Gara.
Those three are all siblings.
I didn't know that.
They don't even look like each other. Anyway.
That's so interesting.
It was Conquero. That's a nice name. Would you keep Giovanni even if he didn't pass his health testing?
It's a tough one, but no. No, I just don't have the room. I would have to let him go. I would try to put him somewhere nearby because he and I are very close. Like the thumbnail picture I put up the other day was literally him like snuggling with me. He's very big on snuggles. He puts his head and he's such a sweetie. So I'm very, very attached to him, but I have to really stay focused, and that means that I would need to pet him out. I would need to find him a pet home.
But that's doubtful because he's a beautiful dog. Anyways. What's your limit on how many dogs you'll have in your program?
I don't have a limit. A lot of people have, I would say on average, most people that are breeders like me have outdoor kennels, and they'll usually average anywhere between 20 to 25, maybe 30 dogs. So my program is actually very small. It's just like I said, most people don't advertise how many dogs they have. I know there's a breeder in Louisiana, a really big show breeder that has like 50-something dogs. So there's no telling how many of those actually live on her property, and versus how many are like co-owns and they live, nearby, things like that. Maybe she just has access to them, but but overall, that's not unheard of. You know what I'm saying? So on average, like I said, most people that I know of doing what I do have around 20 dogs. Like where I got Preacher from, they've got like they 20, 25 dogs. They may be downsizing now, I think, just because they're moving and they have some older dogs, but you know, it's not the same thing that I do. So you know, when I move, I may get more dogs. I don't know. I'll just see. You know what I mean? I don't know. I may not need more dogs. I may be able to access other dogs, like kind of like that through co-owns, things like that. I just don't know. There's really no telling, but I do know that I want to open up a boarding and breeding and training facility, and so I don't want for breeding to be the only thing that I do. And when you have too many dogs, it's the only thing you can do. So we'll see.
Let's see. When will you stop breeding Cashmere? Oh, Preacher.
When she is 4 years old.
Okay. Oh, Preacher. Anyways, let's see. Is it possible to train a mentally ill dog that was dropped as a puppy?
I don't know. I guess it depends on that dog. There would be no way for me to know that. I would need to see the dog firsthand to know how bad it is.
Hold on. Okay. Thank you, Julian Ortiz. Once Batista and Admiral are fully grown, will they try to challenge each other in Preacher from the alpha position when the female goes into heat?
What was the question?
Once Batista and Admiral are fully grown, will they try to challenge each other in Preacher for the alpha position when the female's going to heat?
Yeah, they'll always challenge each other for the breeding spot. The important part is that we just don't allow it. We'll step in and notice it before it begins to be a problem and handle it accordingly.
Okay. Let's see. Are you going to keep Cashmere when she stops breeding?
Possibly. It just depends. I have considered keeping her for the sole purpose of helping to maintain the structure of the pack. So we'll see. I have toyed with the idea.
Okay.
Whereas before I said no.
Let's see.
I may do, I've had a lot of people that didn't get a Preacher Cashmere puppy. I've had a lot of people that wanted me to do like one last like on breeding, because I basically didn't tell people that I wasn't going to be breeding them again after the spring of next year. That even though Cashmere is not retired, I'm going to be breeding her to a different male in my program. That way I have a diverse version of Cashmere's genetics. And so there were people that really had wanted a Preacher Cashmere puppy and that were hoping on that litter. So what I let them know is basically if Cashmere does very well with her fall 2020 breeding and everything is fine and she bounces back like usual, I will consider doing one last Preacher Cashmere breeding. And it will be the last one. It'll be, that'll be the last, that's it. Because I don't, I know a lot of people breed their dogs for forever, but I just am not one of those people.
Okay. What age do you use your male dogs for breeding?
As long as they're able.
Yep. Let's see.
Yeah, males don't have that problem.
Will Trinity not go to a park because of Cashmere? The Little Miss is way too dominant.
Say what?
Will Trinity not go to a park because Cashmere, the Little Miss is way too dominant?
They don't. The breeder that she's going to doesn't take her dogs to dog parks anyway, so that's why she won't go to a dog park. Not really having anything to do with her actual temperament.
Let's see. Is it true to keep the back-to-back breeding on a female because I failed to give a female a break?
No, there's no such I don't know why people use the term break. You can't give a female dog a break. They go through the same hormonal process whether they are pregnant or not. That's why there is no pregnancy test for dogs. You can only tell by either doing a ultrasound or an x-ray. But no matter what, you cannot test for the pregnancy hormone because their body gets flooded with the pregnancy hormone, even though they may not be pregnant. And what that does is that hormone has a negative effect on the uterus. It causes a thickening of the lining of the uterus, which causes cysts, and eventually those get infected, and it causes a condition called pyometra. And so there have been many studies that have come out on this. In fact, the people that work with wolf conservation, the red wolves in particular, there was a study that I have, and I will show it to you guys. It's gonna go see what he's got, what she's got. But they were showing how basically that pyometra is a disease of dogs that have not been bred. It doesn't matter if you put them on contraception or if you just don't allow them to be bred through keeping them separate. No matter what, yeah, check that one too, right there.
Oh, you guys need to.
Okay. So regardless of whether or not a female's bred or not, her body doesn't get a break. In fact, you're doing more damage by not breeding her than you would be if you bred her. So the paper that I read, and I was actually going to do a huge video on it for you guys, but I got distracted because a friend of mine, not really a friend of mine, but an acquaintance, his dog got pyometra, and he had a picture of the dog opened up and what the uterus looked like and everything. And I asked him if he would allow me to use that picture. And I also asked him how old she was, and he said she was 3 to 4 years old and never been bred. And so anyway, so there is a lot of false information out there from animal rights activists about dogs and about their heat cycles, but the whole give a female a break, you can't give a female a break. You either spay her, that's the break. Like you literally spay her, that's it. It's the only way you can give a female a break. So it's literally not a thing. Savannah, quit. No, get off the internet and pay attention to the questions. You have a job.
I was waiting for you to answer. Let's see. How do you know when your male dog is able to breed?
They either get it or they don't.
Okay. When should you be able to spay a female?
I spay at around 2 years of age. You can spay as early as 18 months. You really just want to let them get through the second heat. Most females go into the second heat around 18 months. But 2 years is a good time frame. You just want their body to get the benefit of all of their hormones. And if you can, get a hormone-saving spay, not a normal, complete hysterectomy spay.
Will Admiral be bigger than Preacher?
Yes, most definitely.
Let's see.
I hate the stove, y'all.
Is it bad to breed a female once and never do it again?
No, not as long as you spay her afterwards.
How many extra toes does our cat have?
I don't know. I never counted them. I think he has like one extra on each foot, doesn't he?
Yeah. Let's see. Will Batista be bigger than Preacher?
Yes.
Will you be breeding Batista and Belladonna together?
I'll do combinations of all of them eventually. Cashmere not, but Cashmere will only be bred with one other male other than, stop it, Trinity. What? Leave that cat alone. Go lay down. Your toes. She's literally barking at your feet.
Just like her mom.
Yeah.
If you keep Cashmere, will you do an saving spay?
I'm going to try to find one. I wasn't able to find one previously. Anybody that would do it.
Let's see. Would it be dangerous to get a new clawed cat if it already have two declawed ones?
Would it what?
Don't get that question, but they said it in caps locks for the second time. So,
I don't understand.
would it be dangerous to get a new clawed cat if I already have two declawed ones?
Oh, I don't know.
She doesn't know a lot
I
about
don't have any
cats.
experience with cats with no claws.
Let's see. People think his name is Falcon.
Falcon. No, it's Falcor.
Falcor with an R. Sharp R. Oh, no, she corrected it. Falcon.
All right, so I'm going to stop staring at those.
Do you get a lot of criticism from other breeders?
What?
Do you?
What?
You get a lot of criticism from other breeders.
Do I get a lot of criticism from other breeders? Yes and no. I get criticism for, I've gotten criticism for producing Blondie, even though a lot of breeders produce dogs that look like Blondie or versions of her, basically where the muzzle is too long and the eyes are too close. I've actually seen way bigger and more known and respected breeders in the breeding community produce dogs like Blondie. So I know that it just happens. I've been asked for speaking out against dogs that, to me, have a Rottweiler influence. People accusing me of claiming that dogs are mixed when